to say, picking up on and saying hello Childline Dimapur is something that has already been, in our system. It took time for us to say hello Childline, not to say hello Childline Dimapur anymore. It took time. And even today, for me to say I'm no more part of Childline, it's going to take, time for me. On a very serious note, Childline started before this actually exists. I was working in Prodigal Zone. I was very naive. I did not know anything. But Sirsugu and that Avik Mitra came to visit our center. It was in the evening. It was winter, and that I remember. And we were not aware that they are coming for a visit. I think it was in the evening. We had our dinner. We were already in our room. Then my director-in-law called me saying that there are some visitors who are coming, so please come down and then show them the documentations, whatever queries they have, get back to them. So I said okay, I came down. I'm not aware of anything, and probably that was one of my first official visit from outside of Thailand, and I was quite confused, didn't know how to respond. But as Avik Mitra was going through the documents, the files, all the things. He made it so easy for me to respond to him. I feel so good answering to every office question. I did not feel that it was a visit from a third party, not from the organization, but from somewhere else. And that is how the journey of Childline 1098 started personally for me. Then in the year 2011, February, we were officially inducted as the team member of Childline Dimapur. We had a good team. We started off with a very good team. And Childline is where we are today because of the team efforts. Everyone has put in their effort. We would not have reached where we are today without the contributions of each of the team members. I would like to sincerely thank all the team who were part of this Childline for the last 30 years journey. Childline is a story where I keep sharing about it. Childline is actually a blessing for me personally and for the team. Right now, the team that we are working with, we keep sharing. The package that we get from the CIF is just 8,000 per month. But there is not a single day where we say like we did not have enough. So we keep seeing that this is because God is multiplying what He's giving us. God is multiplying. We sincerely, honestly committed to this work, and God multiplies what we receive. The 8,000 has been multiplied to triple, fourfold of what we cannot imagine. And we were running families like that. There was not a single day where the team says, I did not have auto fare to come to office. COVID, non-COVID, rain, day, or you name it, holidays, no holidays, the team were in the office. And there was not a single day, none of the team complained saying that Aji auto bara nai, Aji nahi. There were times where we did not receive our salary for the past 8 months, 9 months. Even presently, Childline, our Prodigal Zone organization and CCS, we have not received our funds from the ministry since we have just received it till September. And since October, we have not received a single penny from the ministry. And none of the team complains. We work it. The journey of Childline is too amazing. Express people on the brain. How grateful we are to work this project. We always remember this passage, and this is a motivation for our team. It's from Proverbs 31, verse 8 and 9 particularly. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the right of who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the right of the poor and the needy. This is a passage. We did not look at people's status. We did not look at people. Every child counts. Every goal matters. There are times when some of our people would say, in the middle of the night, I have to call up my team saying that we have received a case.
So so I told them that Bala said, you will not forget Childline. Our ma'am always keeps saying that we should keep on creating awareness in the locality that we reside. So Dear ma'am, I've done my job. I've successfully created an awareness in my locality. My 5 years of journey in Childline was a wholesome experience. It was full of challenges, learning. I remember the first day I joined Childline. I was excited, but at the same time, I was also very nervous because the first day and the last day in the workplace is a very important day for any employee. So, yeah, I was very nervous. But as soon as I entered the office, I was warmly welcomed by the team. I was so touched. And I could see the oneness, the unity, the amazing team spirit, the love and support for each other. And with such, and no wonder it became my second home. And with such an amazing team, it was pleasure for me coming.
Working to them was a whole world different from what I thought and believed, and which has made a great difference in my life. The team sincerely and with dedication in dealing with children, and they left no stone unturned to fight for the rights of the children in their own capacity. No work was too high or too low for them. My journey with Childline team was a blessing. Very soon I'll be leaving I got my appointment letter also, and I was in a mixed feeling. Just imagine a 64 years old woman getting an appointment letter from the government of Nigeria. I was shivering, I started shivering. Even my sugar level went up. I'm not in good health also. I was having mixed feeling. Just imagine getting 16,000 a month. But I thought that, again, the right side of me the angel told me that I should give to some qualified young people who would do justice for the children. So I'll be doing volunteering work if needed, but then I had to give up this work with a very heavy heart. As human, I also have my own greed also. I wanted the money also, but then I'll give it that to anyone who deserves that. Then, like, I just wanted to experience some of the things I had with the members. Like, I got used to speaking in public, then I told my brother, please speak in place of me. So he said, I speak on behalf of my sister, but then I just couldn't go around without this. So, like, as a senior citizen, getting a chance to go for volunteering work, then when I first went to Childline office, I met our coordinator, Miss Loza. Then I also had to blend with them. So that day I dyed my hair, like I'm doing now, because I have to blend with the younger ones. Then I put on makeup to hide some of my wrinkles, which didn't do much, I think. But then I just tried. Maybe I tried also. I wore a frock a bit above the knee. If that is true or not, you cannot say. So when I went to meet her, she was talking to me. I don't know what she said. But I was observing her. What can that tiny little girl do? I think I will be the one teaching her. But then, working with her, her ideas and plans all kept us all to think on our toes. And she motivated us, she pushed us. Then it is because of her we have reached Childline has reached today. Thank you so much. You have taught me a lot. You have taught me that books can be deceptive also. Then I want to say something about Alumi also, the child in the Childline.
We all were rehearsing what to say, but I think anything that comes from the heart is always raw and on the spot. I must thank each member in this room who have agreed to come and sit with us. Well, it is not the end, it's just the beginning. And happy to know that the old team, most of them are entering the new team led by a very dear friend, sister, and someone that we trust and have faith in. For me as a volunteer, I think this, in a short, since a lot of us have already shared enough, as a volunteer, because I am a social activist and I have been working in social field for the past 12-15 years, ever since I've come back home. And one of the things that attracted me about Childline was through Ella. I met Ella, and that's how I was introduced to Childline. And that's how the journey has begun, and it has stayed on. We were strangers, and now we are friends and family. Like many of our friends have shared, we share everything, name it, to the bottom of any conversation. We have been involved in each other's family's affairs. We know who's going through what. And if you ask me what kind of volunteerism I have been able to engage with them, honestly, not as much as Auntie Katoli has been involved, being the shadow of Jolly, but definitely all of us have had some share to offer. And I think for me, what joy I get being part of this team, and I continue to offer that, I extend that volunteerism to the new team led by Alomi. So be assured, Alomi, that Loza and me were going to be there, okay? Though we are not, and of course Auntie Katoli. The work of Childline, or for that matter, Prodigal's Home, as by now you may have understood well, for those who may not have been aware, I think enough has been shared on that. But personally for me, it helped me change my vocabulary, working with children, working with women, and the real issues in Nagaland. It is true, the Naga society is actually going through a phase where we get to see the real picture of what often we like hiding. And the difficult conversation starts from home. To talk about Childline, to talk about abuses, it's very difficult to process. Kini nga po, ama baba ngan gibi ki kambre, bacangan kile eniga hujay, noli po la society kile eniga se. Childline taught me to have that courage, to have that conversation. To be honest, I would fight with my own mom and dad, because they find me like I'm the policewoman, I'm the Childline coordinator, I'm everything at home. So they become very conscious, you know. So I always tell my mom that, hey, let's not be good Samaritans by bringing in children because some of our family needs it. Nah. And the best part to get children is Purabole.
Not director, but the nodal director, the nodal city coordinator, the college coordinator. I feel I'm not doing the justice. I just want to say thank you so much for the long journey that we have been together. I'm standing here because of you all. I'm who I am today because of you all, especially my director, Madam Hila. You keep me pushing with different projects. I did my best. I did my best, honestly. And today, I'm so glad that I'm pushed into a system where I'll try my best. I'll not put you down. Wiki siki na I say, wiki jani na I say I'll carry forward. Baca kan learn, maji kan learn. What we have to do, kunyina abishika ina say, I'll carry forward that. If I'm not a staff of Prodigal Soul, I don't know where I will end up right now. You mold me, you have molded me since I joined Prodigal Soul. This is my 12 years running in Prodigal Soul. You have trusted me a lot. You have given me lots of responsibilities. Untuk dan legal TV public election. Why is this training here and there? Will it be? In fact, now I realized CDM has space to grow. So Johnny will like it, you know, when you push and pull great action. You should push yourself, ma'am. Though we are moving ahead from the prodigal son to under DCPO, once a prodigal son, always a prodigal son. Because I was here, once a child, always a child. But I said, once a prodigal son, always a prodigal son. We are always there for you. Keep on like you say, baby, don't hesitate.
My sister Kabuli, who all of you was offered. And as a recovering addict, I was aware of prodigal home from a long time back. But it was through my sister that I gained a deeper knowledge of Madam Mila, her good works with the prodigal home or the orphanage, and child. So through her, I've come to know all of you personally and by reputation. And I've been so impressed. As earlier, as Mr. Rosa said, you are the only organization in Nagaland which works 24/7, 365 days a year. Because I've never heard of you refusing to go anywhere. And along with that, I would like to comment Ms. Madam Rose and Police Department, because I hear the support that you receive from them. And as you said, Nagaland is very generous, so you need each other, and the media also. So, Childline has become a household name. Everywhere, like, I don't, I won't repeat it, but I've heard of 2-3 instances where children have threatened their parents nursing that they call Childline. So, from that, you can take it that you have done very good work. And these things, abuse of children, is very prevalent in our area. And it's very unfortunate that it is the educated who do it. And your job is so difficult. But the good thing about Madam Mila, I believe that although she's mild, she has leadership qualities because she has managed to nurture such a wonderful team. You coordinate very well, you work dedicatedly. And when I heard about this thing, the transfer of Childline to the government sometime last year. And I was very doubtful.
Small family, but it's a big. The people who have taken so much trouble in bringing us, all of us together here. I feel honored, I feel privileged to stand in the midst of a small family, but I should say it's a big family. Why? Because we have been working together as a one family, and as so many speakers have said so much about Childline and the working system of police, Childline, angels, CWC, Saki One Stop Center, and colony,
Boho, youth, whichever may be the group. So with that, we have been working, sometimes we fight, sometimes yes, we have a cherishing time, we have a meal together, tea together, but at the same time, sometimes even if so, mun pintu de kita betul, something like that, but that is human nature. And we should not take it into personally. We should not take it into personally because we are all are trying to do something for the world, for the society, not for our individual alone. So, taking this program, we are honoring, they have been honoring achievement and success and journey of a Childline to Dimapur. I should say honoring, thanking, appreciating the achievement, the success, and ups and downs, rough and smooth of the journey. Each product shared together, and the experiences that we have, yes, we cannot express it. If we are to say so, the whole day or whole night it will go on. Yes, I admit, every time that any incident happens, any cases come to us, our phones are choppies on the on. So either the child or maybe anyone, CWC, whoever, second one doctor, our phone is always on. Even if we sleep off, our spirit is alive. That's why we will be responding to one another and we were coordinating for the success of our duty only, for the welfare of the society, particularly for the children in need of care and protection. And the case that it comes to us who are in need of our assistance. It may be adult or minor. That's why we have come across. Now, I wasn't knowing what the program was, but then in the way it is very, yes, my friend Madam Loza was so emotional, I felt it, even me, I felt so. So I wasn't knowing what it is, but then they are upgrading the group, I should say. But the working system may be remaining, I hope so, but we should never be discouraged. Our spirit would be there and our legacy and our beam of our initiative would be always there, and whatever you have contributed will always remain. It is already marked. So please do not get discouraged. You may get better chances in the future. Maybe you may be again working in a more cheerful and happy moments to be working together again. So thank you so very much. Whatever you have done, it's too soon to also say thank you to you because we will be continuing again, I suppose. So that is what and all of the China's member, I really appreciate and say thank you to all of you. Why? Because even if I'm not able to mention all of your name, I know by face, I know with whom we work and who was responding in what way and what makes us our duty to be successful without any adversity. So in doing so, how many children we have brought up, how many people we have been changing their life, I know. Not only minor, yes, Childline, it is addressed as Childline, yet even adult, even those employee, even those married family, they have tremendously done it. Great job.
And there's so many stories that I want to tell today. However, time will not permit me to say everything that happened in the last 30 years of the family of Childline. I want to first of all welcome all the guests, especially those staff, the former staff of Childline, Dimapur, and the department rank and file from police department, GCPO in team, CWC, and from other government departments. and all the former team members of Childline, the family of Childline Dimapur, to this wonderful day. This is just another chapter where we renew ourselves, strengthen ourselves, for more committed, to be more committed in the works of children. I'm also a governing board member of Childline India Foundation since last 4 years. And last week, I was just sitting there and I recalled last week we had Northeast chapter meetings of directors, kind of Thanksgiving Zoom meeting, a program, small program that was organized by CIF Regional Office Calcutta. And I also spoke, Illa also spoke, and most of the directors spoke. And for many of us, for many directors, it was the last day to share and express that the journey and the experience being with CIF. And I have never seen, that emotion that was running during the whole 2 hours, program that we had. They were crying, and actually I spoke first. I was given the privilege first, so I didn't have that emotion, But after 2-3 speakers were speaking, after they spoke out how to feel to be away from the presence of CIF, to be away from his family, and we will not be anymore called as a Childline family. And they were crying, they can't speak, and then slowly I also feel that, then I can remember and I can feel the little bit of the emotion that was running through my heart, and I feel so sad when I think about it. But I feel so excited that we are venturing into a renewed commitment that works towards children. CIF Childline, since I can speak on behalf of CIF in Childline, Dimapur, CIF as a whole, as a national, we have a network of around nearly 600 districts, and thousands of people that are involved in that. The money that we get from the ministry is very minimal. The salary, the incentives, it's very minimal. If we talk about, I am in this social sector as a social worker for the last 23 years. And in the last 23 years, by the grace of God, we happen to work with international, national, and also state level of partners. And we have partners that we work with last 12 years. We have partners that we work with around last 8 years. But this challenge is totally different from those partners. We have rather more relationship. We have a better communication system. We have a very strong support system. Each other constantly. Beyond the money that we receive from the ministry through CIF. And that bonding is very strong. And I can guarantee that there will never be any other organization. There is no other organization as of, compared like, as CIF, Childline India Foundation.
Childline was there. Childline was founded by a CIF around nearly 30 years back. So Childline was functioning, 1098 was functioning under a Childline India Foundation. But it was funded by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. So after all these years of experience, government decided to, to centralize all the system, especially government systems. And we have women helpline, we have police helpline. So Childline was different actually. So the government has decided in the ministry level that it has to be incorporated with the police, the ministry system. So the notification came out last year that it should emerge with the state government, system of responding to the grievances of children also, so that there's a centralized, appraisal under the state government. Because Childline was working in the district level, not as a state. So now it will come under the state government banner, which is under the State Child Protection Society. It's under Social Welfare Department. Yes, we are so thankful to the state government, especially Department of Social Welfare, for observing all the experienced Childline team. We are presently in 6th district of Nagaland, the presence of Childline. It has been running like the presence of Childline in Nagaland has been last 13 years. So in last 13 years, we could able to work in 16 districts of Nagaland. So we are so happy, and we acknowledge government Nagaland for observing all the experienced team members to be a part of the new Childline, which is under the state government.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.